Hello, friends. Welcome to Historic Reflections. And in today's program, we are going to talk about Jerusalem. And now you would ask me why you have chosen Jerusalem. Well, there are specific reasons for choosing and talking about Jerusalem today. And as we progress in our live stream, you would know what I want to basically talk, why I want to talk about Jerusalem and what is so special in this historic city. And as you know, Jerusalem has been a contested territory for many years, and it is now part of Israel, and they have recently shifted their capital to Jerusalem. So let's talk about this city, and let's discuss more about why this city has been heavily contested. Well, let's first talk about what happened today. In 2017, on today, which is Tuesday, November 6th, Donald Trump, the president of United States, officially recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital. And why it should be such a big deal, why Jerusalem has to be recognized as a capital of a nation. That is what we want to discuss, and that is why we have chosen this subject, because this is very contagious and a very controversial capital. And why it is controversial, let's understand more about the city itself. And many of you would be actually knowing that Jerusalem is a holy city for almost three Abrahamic religions, which is Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So it is a holy city for all three religions, and all three religions over the history, past 2000 years of history, of which we find written records. Sometimes it is ruled by Christianity, sometimes it is basically ruled by the Jewish people and also the Muslim people. And at a different point in time, different religious based ideologies backed by certain rules across the world have invaded Jerusalem and acquired it. So because of this special character of this city, where it is holy city for all three major religions, there has been major battle fought only to take over the city, because there is a temple there, and the temple is regarded by all major Abrahamic religions, and they want to basically have a pilgrim based economy to be flourished based on their ideology, based on their religion. We know that Israel, when it was established in the year 1948, finally United Nations or the League of Nations provided area for Jewish people to go there and settle, because as per the history, the Jewish evolved in that area, and they wanted to correct the history, and that is why that piece of land was offered and accepted by the Jewish people across the world. And they basically moved to Israel, current day Israel, and the capital was Tel Aviv, which is a coastal town. But because of the location of Israel, which is all surrounded by the Muslim nations, and there is always the ideological differences between Jewish people and the Muslim people, there has been major wars. Even in the modern times, there has been at least 3 to 4 invasion on Israel by the Islamic countries, sometimes from Syria, sometimes from Egypt, sometimes from ISIS, and all of these people, for no reason, no personal reasons, only based on their religious ideology, they want to basically invade Israel. And well, Israel has seen a lot of Israel people basically has seen the Holocaust during the Second World War, and they are very clear about their intention. They want to protect their land, which is now handed over to them to establish the Jewish nation. So in all these wars in the modern time, in last 100 years, Israel has fought back and did not allow any invasion on their land to become a success. So even though Egypt was very powerful and Syria was also very powerful country, and in fact there was a time when both of them invaded Israel from north and south, opening two border war conflict on a small tiny country that Israel is, and Israel basically fought two front war and defeated both Syria and Egypt, and destroying most of their army and also capturing a lot of their land. And as part of these conquest and this invasion on Israel, they kept acquiring more and more land than it was offered to them after the end of Second World War. So because of these things, and Jerusalem was a capital of Palestine, which is now a disturbed country, even though it's a very small country, very similar to Israel. But the Jerusalem was the capital of Palestine, and that has been captured by Israel. And now, because for Jewish people also, Jerusalem has a very, very important value in their life, in their religion. They have shifted their capital from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And because of this, Tel Aviv has become a coastal town, and lot of Jewish people who want to basically visit their pilgrimage once a year or more number of times will have to pass through Tel Aviv, converting Tel Aviv into a major tourist destination. And also all three people of all three religion, which is Christianity, Muslim and Jewish, will have to pass through Tel Aviv to reach Jerusalem, because now Jerusalem is capital of Israel, and that is why it is such a big deal. Well, what has happened? Why Jerusalem is so important? Simply because of this ideological differences in the history. Jerusalem has been attacked 52 times in our written history, only because to capture the city and make it your own. Sometimes by Jewish people, sometimes by Christian people, sometimes by Muslim people, and in the process it has been destroyed, besieged, captured, recaptured, and a lot of bad things have happened to the civilian population of Jerusalem over the history. So people have seen lot of bloodshed, lot of invasions, and I don't think any other city has a history of invasion 52 times, at least in written history. So that is why Jerusalem has a special place, and all religion want to basically capture this city. Right now it is under control of Israel, and it is one of the major tourist destination. People who are pilgrims who want to basically visit Jerusalem will have to go through Israel processes and travel restrictions, etc. This is what it is. And even though today Jerusalem is in control of Israel, but it has not been recognized by almost 50% of the countries globally today. That is why when Donald Trump recognized as President of United States and recognized that Jerusalem is the capital city of Israel, and the Americans said that they will actually shift their embassy to Jerusalem, which is a very big statement globally, because 50% of the countries in the world today recognize occupation of Jerusalem by Israel as legal, and now superpower like America endorsing that and saying that they will also shift their capital to Jerusalem is a very big statement. Well, half of the world, which is mostly the Islamic world, don't like this, but even today everyone wants a piece of the city because of the holy shrine. And as you can see, this temple, I've shown this picture several times from different angles in our live stream today. This is one place which you must understand that it shows real human friendliness, even though your religious ideologies can be different. The same temple is revered by all three major Abrahamic religions. And this temple is in Jerusalem, and to avoid any conflict within the temple among the pilgrims, 3 different areas have been decided that, okay, this area where Muslims will offer namaz, this is one area which is meant for Christianity, and this is another area which is meant for Jewish people, so that there is no conflict, and the temple has been divided accordingly. However, when they come into the city, they have to live as a tourist, they have to book their hotels, and they can roam around, because this is a very old city, one of the oldest city in the world. There are a lot of historic monuments and historic places to visit, and that is why in the today's historic reflection I wanted to talk about Jerusalem, and also clarify some of these things, that even today in the modern time, Jerusalem has not been recognized as the capital city of Israel, and that is why it's a big deal that on December 6th in the year 2017, the United States of America recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. So this is something that I wanted to talk about. If you have any questions, any suggestions, feel free to send in your thoughts and comments on this subject. Well, I have a few viewers. I have one Chandra Sain who's saying hello, and he is saying, I adore your shows. So thank you so much, Chandra Sain, for sending in this lovely message. I really appreciate your participation in my show, and continue watching. Thank you so much. So thank you, viewers, and I will catch you again in the next historic reflection. Until then, keep rocking and take care of yourself.